So for today's video I am doing something a wee bit different and I'm kind of excited because it's something I'm super passionate about. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm doing something a wee bit different. I have decided to do something I'm very passionate about on my YouTube, something I am currently studying and I am in my final year of, and something I kind of want to talk about because it's what I enjoy. I'm not saying I'm not going to be doing makeup videos and things like that because I still really enjoy that, so I'll probably be doing that every now and then. However, I really wanted to introduce my vet nursing onto my channel as that is my career goal. I have got my little book here with little notes I have made. Sorry if I keep looking outside, I don't mean to, it's because there's people walking past and I'm quite nosy. I'm going to be talking to you today about why I chose to become a vet nurse. Obviously I'm still a student, I am still in my final year, so I'm not qualified yet. What I did to get into vet nursing, what was required, and how I got to where I am. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, as to why I chose vet nursing, so I was originally, like for ages, I wanted to be a marine biologist. Now marine biologists, they tend to look at fish tanks from what I've heard quite a lot, and that does not appeal to me. However, my favourite animal is a marine animal and it is a dolphin. So I kind of was drawn towards that to begin with when I was a lot younger. We're talking like 8 years old, I was thinking about this. And I guess like it kind of went from there. Like well, to be honest, when I heard that it was mostly looking at fish tanks, I didn't particularly have an interest in doing it. So then I looked at my other options. So I was quite young when I decided what I wanted to work with, and that was animals. My granny would always call me and let me know when a vet program was on or when there were horse programs on or anything like that. That is where it all started for me, was obviously when I was watching programs and things, I wouldn't be grossed out by anything. So yes, that is where it started for me. I then obviously did my GCSEs. I didn't do that well in my GCSEs. Like I did get 5 GCSEs, C's and above. However, I didn't get my maths. Now, at this point, I knew I wanted to work with animals, so I then decided to go into college after university and study animal management because it was a start and I knew I wanted to work with animals. Now, I've always thought about vet nursing and I wasn't sure just because I didn't understand what it entailed. I wasn't educated on it or anything like that, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do at this point because obviously I decided I didn't want to do the marine biology, and anyway you have to have A stars for that and things, so that was not a path I wanted to take in the end. So I went to college and I got a distinction star in my animal management diploma, and then from there I obviously at college I was also retaking my maths, although I didn't still know what I wanted to do. By the end of my second year I knew I wanted to go into vet nursing. The thing that made me want to go into vet nursing is I'd done a lot of work experience throughout school and college in vets, and I always kind of leant towards the nurse rather than the vetting or anything like that. They're two completely different roles. I might do a separate video on that anyway. So I was leaning towards the vet nursing, and also I spoke to one of my tutors at college who suggested for me to go into vet nursing because she said I'd be quite good at it. Now, obviously, I didn't understand what it entailed. So I sat down with my tutor and we would sit there and we spoke about it, what I need to get, what I need to do to get into vet nursing. Now, the college I went to, did the university course in vet nursing. So anyway, I then had to take a gap year after college because I didn't have my maths. Now, I still applied to get into universities to study veterinary nursing in 2016. Unfortunately, I didn't get in because I didn't have my maths, and you do need your maths for this particular course because you need to be able to do drug calculations and fluid calculations and anaesthetic calculations and things, and emergency dosages and things like that. So hence why I had to take a year out and get my maths. My dad kindly put money towards a tutor for me, which really helped me in getting my maths GCSE. So I did an IGCSE, which is slightly easier, but it's the same equivalent. And I did that whilst working full time as a veterinary receptionist, which I did enjoy, but I knew I wanted to do the nursing because I would always watch some of the things that would go on in the practice, and I just knew I wanted to be a nurse at that point. I just didn't see myself doing anything else, especially with all the hard work I put into trying to pass my maths, and all the money that went into it as well was really important to me to get that maths grade C. I've never been very good at maths, so it was really important that I did get it so that I could actually follow my career path I wanted to. So once I had passed my maths IGCSE, I could then I actually reapplied already for the university course for 2017. Obviously they were waiting till I got my results back about my maths. I then told them I'd passed, and I actually applied to the foundation course and the BSc honours course. So the foundation course is a 3-year course and the BSc is a 4-year course. However, if you go into foundation, you can top up to the BSc honours. But I just went straight in with the honours degree because I got offered it. So anyway, here I am in my 4th year, which is the BSc honours year basically, where you do your dissertation and stuff. So obviously I got offered it, and yeah, it kind of went from there. So that September I actually went, 2017, I went into university and started my degree in veterinary nursing. So that is how I got onto doing vet nursing. A lot of people do it in different ways. You can do a foundation course, which I mentioned briefly, so you can do a 3-year course in the degree, and you come out with a pass, merit or distinction, I believe, but you've still got the degree out of it, so you get a foundation degree out of that. And you can top up if you want to on the BSc honours degree, which then you get the equivalent of the BSc honours, so you have 2 graduations for that one. I chose the BSc honours because I just wanted to do the full 4 years because I really wanted the student experience of going to university, and I knew I wanted the BSc honours degree at the end of it. And then you've also got the diploma route, so there's one diploma route, I believe. I'm not very familiar on this, obviously I didn't take this route, but I know a few people that have, and it's really worked out for them. So you're working full-time in practice, being paid a student wage as a student nurse, and you obviously get all your hands-on experience. However, you have to go to college 1 day a week with that one. So it's a bit more intense, I believe, because obviously you've got to work full-time whilst also studying, so you don't get a lot of time for study, whereas if you do the degree, you get a whole placement year where it's all hands-on. So in the 4 years, you've got sort of sandwich year, so first year is at university, second year is out on placement, third year is university, 4th year is university whilst also teaching other students. So this year, September, I will be coaching the first years that have come in on different topics of vet nursing. So that could be lab, anaesthetics, it could be bandaging, it could be fluids, all of that malarkey. And it just helps them to understand it a bit more and get like some sort of knowledge in them before they head out on placement. I don't know if they changed it for the following years, I don't know. And it could also be different now with the whole COVID situation. But yeah, so that is how I got into vet nursing, and that is why I got into vet nursing. So as I said before, vet nursing, thing is, I knew I wanted to do it for quite some time, but I didn't quite know how much I wanted to do it. But now I'm in the career path, I know it's what I want to do, and I know it's hard to know until you're actually doing it. I feel like it's one of those things you get asked at 14 years old, what do you want to do when you're older? And you don't have a clue. Like, you've barely lived your life, like you've been stuck at school and now you're being asked what you want to do in the future. You've not had time to think through it. So I definitely think it's a really difficult thing to even acknowledge. But I definitely am glad I picked the university route, just because I really wanted to experience the student life. Some of my friends were at university. Oh my god, why is there someone in my garden? But a lot of my friends were at university. Obviously I had to take the gap year to be able to get my maths, so I was a year behind some people, but I'm really glad that I experienced that student life. So in regards to the actual interview stage to get onto the course, so you need your maths and English, and then you also need either A-levels or an animal related course to be able to get onto the vet nursing course, and also experience. If you have experience, you are at a huge advantage because they tend to go for people that have experience in the field. So like, I always took advantage of getting work experience and stuff in school, and then I got offered a job at a little independent vet where I was a receptionist, and I also helped out with the nurse occasionally. Then from there I went on to working full-time in a veterinary practice as a receptionist. Obviously I couldn't do the nursing sides of things because I didn't have any qualifications or anything, so I was a receptionist. From there I got my work experience. I was working in vets. I obviously paid attention to what the nurses were doing and things, which really aided me in being able to get that experience that I needed. But anyway, all that work experience allowed me to have an advantage because they could tell that I'd worked hard on getting that work experience, and it's something that they like to see. I apologise if the image has moved or anything like that. My camera just died on me, so I had to charge it. So yeah, the reason I actually decided on vet nursing as a whole is because the bond you get with your patient is actually incredible. Like, honestly, it just makes me feel really good in myself. So I definitely think that has a lot to do with why I enjoy it so much. Something else you need to be aware of with vet nursing if you are thinking of going on to the university course or doing the diploma is it doesn't pay anything like a vet. It does not pay anything like a human nurse. It does not pay anything like a doctor. It is poorly paid for what we do. There's actually been discussion recently about nurses doing more and having more responsibilities. I love helping animals. I've always been an animal lover, so the fact I am now helping them and my career is going to be helping animals, that is just an incredible thing to say, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Something you need to be aware of is there is a lot of work involved in becoming a vet nurse. It is not easy at all. It is a roller coaster of emotions. So I have gone through hell and back to get to where I am, whether that's exams, whether that's trying to get into the course at all, whether that's work experience, it all comes hand in hand. So I feel like people just assume that we are puppy cuddlers. We are not. There is a lot of hard work that goes into it. So yeah. So there will be more videos on nursing, university, studying, my tips and tricks, what I found hard, OSCE practice. I really hope you enjoyed this video. There are going to be so many more nursing stuff, nursing content coming up, and I'm really excited to share it with you all because, as I've said before, it's something I'm super passionate about. Now, if there's anything you want me to do a video on, if there's anything you're intrigued about or something you want to know, then just comment down below and I will answer it in the comments or do a video on it if it's something that regularly gets asked. But don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram because I will be doing some content on there and sharing a few things in the way of nursing on there now. And also please subscribe down below and give this video a big thumbs up. It really will help my channel out. I will see you next week with a new video.